The Albany Fire Department had a problem. Their problem is they need quality recruits to fill their ranks, and they're all competing. All the fire departments through Oregon are all competing for the same people coming out of the same academy. How do they convince them to go to the Albany Fire Department? I'm Scott Kemp with Cinematic Solutions, and we had a cinematic solution for them. We're going to make them a recruiting video, and we're going to base it off emotion. These firefighters or future firefighters are making a decision that might be a decision that's going to affect the rest of their life. And we made an emotional appeal video to them. I think it's great. The fire department loved it. I'm going to show it to you right now. Let me know what you think in the comments.
For some of us, it started small. A plastic helmet, a red toy truck. We didn't know what service meant. We just knew we wanted to help. And somewhere along the way, that childhood moment became something profound, where every day we can save lives, and in doing so, bring meaning to our own.
I find that helping people in trouble is why most of us got into this line of work, especially the emergency medical services side and the fire side. I find myself and my coworkers truly do care about providing service to every single member of our community.
One of the great things about Albany and Albany Fire Department is that we have a lot of community support. So we end up going to a lot of community events to support what goes on in the city because they support us. We're just normal people. We're out here doing a job.
We are a big town, but we're still a hometown. We're still a small town where every interaction matters, and you will see those people again.
But answering the call is only part of it. Where you answer it matters. The people beside you matter, because this job isn't done alone.
Everybody knows each other on a pretty personal level, from the fire chief down to the day one firefighter, and I think that's really unique.
We all live in a firehouse together, so the people that you're on shift with, you really get to know them. You spend a third of your life here with them. So even on our 1-3-2-3 schedule, you'll spend an entire 48 hours with the whole crew for that entire period of time.
If you're looking at Albany, Albany is the perfect mix of being a big department and being a small department. We're a small enough department where you get to know everybody. You get to have that family interaction with people. You get to see people coming off shift and do stuff off shift. You get to have that camaraderie between A, B, and C shift. You all know each other, you all go to dinners together, but you're big enough where you still get to do the big fire department stuff. We have technical rescue teams, we still get fires, we still are able to use our skills and really become proficient at them.
Belonging is important, but isn't enough on its own. When the alarm sounds, preparation is everything. At Albany Fire, training isn't occasional, it isn't optional, and it isn't left to chance.
For people who are considering working at the Albany Fire Department, I think that they need to look at the training program that they put on when you come on. Well, the departments have put on excellent training programs for new recruits that have been coming in, and that's a consideration that you need to be thinking about, is how are we going to train you for your safety and for the departments.
In my 2 years here at Albany, it's been a great learning experience for me. I was still fairly new as an EMT. There was a lot of stuff that I needed to learn, and it all happened very fast. So it's been awesome to kind of see my transition into being super new, not knowing much, and trying to find my spot here, and being shown the ropes, and being able to learn what I have in the time that I've been here.
Most days this job isn't about flames, it's about people. Medical calls, car crashes, someone's worst moment, and being prepared when it happens.
We have two different positions at the Albany Fire Department. One is to be a single role paramedic or EMT, or you can be a dual role paramedic EMT.
Being a single role for Albany Fire means that I am part of the fire team. I work for the fire department. I pull shifts with the fire crews. We do chores together. We live out of the same station. The only difference is that I am permanently housed on the ambulance, and my job is to go on EMS calls and act as a paramedic and provide emergency medical services in the community.
The door role positions do both firefighting and medical care. So they might rotate a couple days on an ambulance and then a shift on the engine and that sort of thing.
The work doesn't stop at the basics, and neither does the opportunity. From swift water rescue to hazardous materials to technical rescue operations, the path forward is yours to choose.
Not all departments have the opportunity to have a lot of special teams, some due to lack of funding, and some also due to lack of the ability of personnel to even be able to do that. I think for a department of our size, we definitely have a lot of unique opportunities. We're part of the state hazmat team. We also have a fire investigation group here.
We have a water rescue team, like I mentioned. We have technical rescue, and we also have hazmat. But we also have to remember there's also the team of paramedicine and fire, where we also have to put our skills and our skill sets to that and do our best with that team as well, too.
In smaller departments, promotions often depend on someone retiring. That can mean long waits. Here, with the size and structure of Albany Fire, there are more roles and more opportunities to move up. Advancement isn't theoretical, it's attainable.
I started out as a firefighter paramedic. This happened to be the first place that offered me a job, and I'm just eternally grateful that they gave me a chance and then took the time to invest in me throughout the duration of my career to get me to the position that I'm at today, and it's just been an amazing opportunity.
When you trust someone with your life, that bond runs deep. The friendships built here aren't surface level. They're forged in fire, strengthened in downtime, and carried into real life.
I love the people that I work with. There's not a day that I'm not excited to go see my coworkers. Love seeing the people that I don't get to work with frequently. We all get along great. We're a family here, just a big giant family.
Once they get hired with Albany Fire, they're part of the Albany Fire team, whether they're a day one employee or a 20-year employee. And so we treat them as such.
Pushing the needle in the right direction, getting those people working here and having to hang out with them for the next 25 years. Those are the people we're looking for.
It's the people you get to work with that become part of your family. These are all guys that, I would hang out with outside of work, right? And these are people that, our families hang out with each other. You hear about all the time, fire service, close-knit, but until you kind of get to experience it firsthand, it's to a different level.
If you're feeling that pull toward answering this calling, the next step isn't a leap. It's a conversation, a visit, a ride-along. Here's what we recommend if you want to learn more.
Yeah, if you're interested in pursuing a job with the Albany Fire Department, I would highly recommend that you come and do a ride-along with us. Come spend a day working with the crews, getting a feel for what the culture's like here, and getting a feel for the ways that we impact and serve our community. And if you feel like that would be a good fit for you, then I would highly recommend you just come in, fill out an application, and I would love to meet you on a personal level, so swing by my office and give me a handshake.
Most people watch the engine go by and go back to their day. A few never quite shake the feeling that they're supposed to be on it. If you're one of those few, Albany is a place where you can turn that feeling into a career of service and a second family. A place where the work is real, the expectations are high, the rewards gratifying, and every shift is shared with people who feel the same way. When you're ready to step onto the rig instead of watching it go by, we'll be here to welcome you.
What do you guys think? I loved it. That video was so fun to make. Multiple days there. We got totally embedded with the fire department. Deputy Fire Chief Kevin Vining was awesome. So if your organization needs a recruiting video, if you need that top-notch talent and it needs to be the correct talent, give us a call. We'd love to help you make a recruiting video as well. Scott Kemp, Cinematic Solutions. Talk to you later.